There we go. Welcome. Welcome your body to this space this morning. Welcome your cracks as you check in with your body. Just gently move it. I found a crack in movement. Check in with anything that might be going in your facial muscles. Sometimes our face gets a real workout throughout the day as it reacts to emails, it reacts to goodness, a scrunching up, a big smile. Can we relax our face right now? Sort of invite it to be neutral. But what is that embodiment in your face? Scan it right now, and what are the muscles that are worked quite a bit? What are the ones that are very easy for us to fall into? Try smiling and see if that is painful. It might be. May need a checking in with that. Those muscles in your face, in your body. Your shoulders, your neck, they often hold quite a bit. How is it to connect with your body, to feel your body? Does your mind take you somewhere else pretty quickly? Keep coming back to whatever sensations in your body are calling your attention right now. It's easy to feel embodiment in your fingers. There's so many sensations there. So like a cricket, rub your hands together. Feel the softness of your palms, the warmth, maybe the less than soft outside of your hand. Your arms. You can touch your legs, wiggle your toes. So as we feel what embodiment feels like, notice when your mind tries to make meaning out of anything here. And keep breathing in, breathing out. Whenever your mind starts to say, oh, my neck is sore because of this, my facial muscles, it's hard for me to smile because I never smile. Oh, that's terrible. So anytime you run into something in your body, feel the sensations there. And try to let go of any story you have about the sensations. Keep coming back to what is your body experiencing right now. So we know how our extremities feel, our fingers, our toes. It's easy to get to sensations there. If you start to lose presence with your body, it's a much easier way to come to patience with your body. Patience with slowing down and feeling. I love it when there's a whole body expression of our feelings, not just our smiles. And we don't usually do that in Western culture, except for Brazil. They do that a lot there. Whole body expression. And our body is still expressing itself. And now come, we've sort of said hello to our extremities. What is embodiment in your, I say trunk to mean the area between in your chest, your belly, and then your abdomen, in that area. It's often where we do store stuff, we keep things. So it's a word that has two meanings in English. Trunk, it's a great big suitcase that we put clothes in. And another is this portion of our body from our chest, our belly and our abdomen. So right now I invite you to look in your trunk with patience. I cleaned off the top of my desk the other day by actually taking stuff out. You would never know it. Usually, cleaning off the top of my desk, it goes from there to there, means just shoving everything into a smaller pile, right? We don't have to look through those papers now, just shove them in a smaller pile. And many experiences, many sensations get stored there, become embodied there. So breathe into your chest. Breathe out a certain amount of letting go. Breathe into your belly or in your stomach area. What is there? There's sensations there. Sometimes there's a tightness there. Be patient with whatever is there. In your chest, maybe there's some heartbreak there. Just offer it patience. So often it's like, what is this process that permanently gets rid of any discomfort? I'm looking for the process now that welcomes empathy and listening and compassion for whatever is here in our body. Our chest, our belly, solar plexus area. And then our lower belly, the abdomen, the areas around when I go like underneath my belly button and around my back and come back to the front though, the area like pretty much directly behind your belly button. And have patience with leaning into whatever is there. Practice a meditation on just listening to that part of our body. Is there something there? And noticing it. Don't identify. I get bossy, don't I? Try not identifying with that as you and offer it love and compassion and care. That part of you that might be stored there. A need that you had maybe to be seen, to be heard, to be acknowledged. We were talking about speaking. That is a way, it's a strategy for being heard, for being seen, of connecting with people. And then silence is another way of connecting and And it's a lot harder for some people to be with when there's nothing there that you can hear. Because as I've said before, people are meaning-making machines. And another thing is that in the absence, look, on call, here comes Vera. In the absence of information, we will generate meaning. That's the problem with silence is yes, it helps us get in touch with something inside. And then the people around us will make meaning from it that is probably not true. So as a summary, in the absence of data, we make up stories. And be patient with that. Notice when they're stories, and notice when they're just body sensations. I mean, I can say, notice when they're just stories. Notice when there's body sensations, and that's a feeling. You don't have to say it's anger or anxiety or excitement. Just acknowledge that that's a feeling. And that there's definitely something that's important to you there. And let it come up on its own. Use patience to not necessarily interpret every single thing, or notice when it's an interpretation you don't know. And then try to let at least your interpretation point to your needs. Thank you so much. How to offer embodiment and patience to our loved ones. Just wish that they had it. As we work on it in ourselves, those two needs are just so important, just to develop one moment at a time, one breath at a time, and notice when the mind comes in. The meaning-making machine, notice when it arrives. And notice when we don't have information, how we will make up stories, which are probably wrong. They might be wrong. People say, I just knew they're right. You know, I'll say, this is why I did something. It's like, no, it's not. It's like, okay, right? People get very attached to their stories of how things are. And thank you so much. I'm sorry to go back into it again and continue to look into your body. Notice when your mind is making up stories about your body. And notice when other people are wrestling with their own stories, and that we don't have to make up stories about them, but we will. And give ourselves a break and compassion for that. Thank you so much for joining us.